Everybody, how y'all doing? Everybody good? Everybody good? Yes, yes, yes. Y'all can hear me good. Hey, backstage, turn your cameras on. Facebook, YouTube, I have got a treat for you today. I'm excited. I'm going to tell you what, yesterday was our longest day. It was about 90 minutes all in all. I'm telling you, we will be done within 60 minutes today. Because here I am so excited about the Stages Are Back challenge. I got a question for you. First, I want to know where you're. Hey, turn your cameras on backstage. I want to see all of your faces. Facebook, YouTube. I've got you pulled up on my phone right now. I can see all of you. I see you, Dominic. I see you, Maria. I see you, Herb. I see you, Greg. Great setup there, Greg, Ona, Jordan, Tom. My boy Ron Skillins, we go way back. Joel, I see you, Joel. Joel, you need to be in this, bro. I hope you're a part of 10X Stages workshop, my brother. Take what you got, that genius. I see David Leach. I see Andrew even got his camera on and he's driving in the car. So I guess some folks, be safe if you're in the car. Turn your cameras on. And I'm excited to be with you. Hey, two things. Number one, you've already started to tell me this. Where are you chiming in from? And wait. What was your biggest takeaway from day one? And if you weren't here on day one, say I wasn't here. I just want to know that because I'm about to make sure and get you caught up in about 5 minutes. I'm going to get you caught up from day one in 5 minutes. I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version. And for those of you that were here on day one, the Cliff Notes version will just allow what you learned yesterday to sink in more powerfully today. So Massachusetts, I want to know, get on OPSs. Okay, short and sweet, but what is it? Ohio, Adrian, you missed yesterday. Don't worry, you're going to get the Cliff Notes version. Jordan said, my biggest takeaway was learning the difference between roads and traffic. Yes, that's huge. Talk about the problem you solve. Takeaway was deciding my physical and digital stage focus. Craig from San Diego said my biggest takeaway was SVI. SVI again for the win for Terry. Guys, recording, yeah, if you aren't on stages, you are leaving a lot of money and impact on the table. Yes. Candace, did you book a virtual stage yesterday? OPS and SVI, roads and traffic, and seeing how many stages there really are. OPS is the way to go, Kirsten. I will be on one next week. I love it. By the way, yesterday and today set us up for tomorrow, because everybody that's here tomorrow will have a tool that allows you to win a stage tomorrow. I mean, I won the White House with the tool that I'm going to show you tomorrow. I won Oprah Winfrey's show with the tool that I'm going to show you tomorrow. I won GrowthCon with the tool that I'm going to show you tomorrow. I won traffic and conversion with, I have won the biggest stages in the world, digital and physical stages in the world, with one tool I'm going to share with you tomorrow. But I got to help you find the stages today in order to win them tomorrow. So I'm excited about what's going on. I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to get started today. And I'm telling you, if you have been here both days, put 2 in the comments. If today is your first day, put 1 in the comments. Put 1, put 2. Facebook, I'm watching you. YouTube, I'm watching you. I want to see 2 or 1. That's what I want to see. 2 or 1. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's do it. Come on. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. So listen, I want to do a quick 5-minute Cliff Notes version today. And this 5-minute Cliff Notes version will help you if you were here yesterday, but it will really help you if you weren't. You see, there's these roads, and a lot of people tell you roads are what are going to get you customers. If you build a funnel, if you start a podcast, if you do your own event, like all of those are roads, and roads without traffic are useless. They're powerful, but only if there's traffic on the roads. It's not like if you build it, they will come. That's not how it works. You actually have to have traffic on your roads. They don't just come once you built a sales funnel, or you decide to start a podcast, or you launch your own event, or you set up your Calendly link for phone calls. Oh, start taking phone calls. Sorry, those things don't work if you don't have traffic. Now, the problem with most traffic sources that people are telling you about is most of them cost you a lot of time, or they cost you a lot of money. And what I'm here to advocate for is what I believe is both the traffic and the road all in one. You see, Grant Cardone spent hundreds of millions of dollars to get to the point to have his last 4 GrowthCons. But I've spent none. But yet that one stage has made me tens of millions of dollars and landed me so many customers. Why? Because OPS is other people's stages. And when you're on other people's stages, you're borrowing other people's money and other people's time, because they built it. They built the road and the traffic, and you simply have to show up and deliver your message. Small stage or big stage, it doesn't matter. OPSs are powerful. This was my first time on Grant Cardone's OPS in 2019. First time. And that OPS generated me 1,000 customers who spent over $2,000 for our 10X Stages course. They bought a course, one course from us that day. Over $2 million was done on that one stage. No Facebook ads, no paid media, no social organic content that I'd have to produce for years. Nothing else could be as quick as that. But you might say that was a big stage. Yeah, but my very first stage of 75 people, my very OPS of 75 people generated me 20 new customers at $2,000. And so today, in this whole 3 days, I'm advocating for other people's stages, for you to take your message on other people's stages. So remember, who is going to be one of the 15 on the GrowthCon stage next year? I know Maria's saying that's going to be me. Listen, I'm not giving away a bunch of trinkets that you're not even going to use. Oh, let me send you an iPad, or let me send you a scribble thing or something. I have so many trinkets of things that people have given me or I've won that I don't use. What you need is something that's going to, the gift you need? You need the gift that's going to help you build your business. How about that as a gift? So yeah, 15 of you are going to be qualifying for the possibility of there will be 15, and many of you will qualify to have the chance to be one of those 15 that have the opportunity to be on GrowthCon stage next year. But the other gift I want to give you is the gift to actually win a stage tomorrow. You have to win a stage tomorrow. So how am I doing that? Yesterday, we talked about knowing stages. You have to know 4 things about stages. I'm going to recap that in 5 minutes and give you the Cliff Notes version. Today, it's all about finding your dream stage. We've got to find your dream stage today. Tomorrow, it's all about winning. I'm going to give you the tools to begin to go win stages tomorrow and Friday. And then on Saturday, I got a special guest on Thursday, but I got another really special guest on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's the only day we're doing it different. We're going to bring it all together our entire 3 days. If you were here for no days, 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, you do not want to miss Saturday. We'll bring it all together and we will celebrate everybody who's won a stage. Like, I want you winning stages this week. That is the gift that I will give back to you. And then on Monday, mark your calendars, because this is going to be a bonus training where I'm going to bring you meeting planners, and they're going to pull back the curtain on what it takes for you to win their stage. And I'm going to hopefully have some of them give stages away to you guys. Give stages away to you guys. So this is the Stages Are Back Challenge. Why am I calling it the Stages Are Back Challenge? David Carnell got this yesterday. 2022, 2023, and 2024 will be the biggest years in the history of our world where live events are taking place. And you can be the one to step in there, deliver your talk, and see more customers come into your world than you've ever seen before in these next 3 years, because human connection has been missing in our world. The CEO of events.com has said these will be the biggest 3 years in the history of our world where live events are coming back. So instead of being the one that has to spend all of the time and the money on that, why don't you just get on the OPS, other people's stages? Because other people's stages equals other people's money, and you get to leverage other people's time. But the most important thing that you get out of OPSs are these 4 things: attention, customers, brand positioning. You become the premier brand, and premium pricing. Who wants those 4 things all in one? All in one. That's what you get with OPSs. So yesterday we talked about knowing. Today, we're going to talk about finding them. You got to know what stages exist. You got to find them, but then you have to win them. And tomorrow is about win. Saturday, mark this down right now, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you miss this training on Saturday, it's crazy, because it will be a freaking must-attend training. Whether you're here 1 day, 2 days, 3 days this week, it's a must-attend training. But today, I'm going to focus on this, and tomorrow, I'm going to focus on winning stages. Cool. So, Cliff Notes. Yesterday, we covered knowing stages. For all of you that have only been here for one day, and those of you that were here yesterday, do not check out because something's going to land for you, even if you were here. But I'm going to give you 5 minutes of the Cliff Notes version. 5 minutes. You need to know 4 things when it comes to stages. 4 things. Write these 4 things down. You need to know who controls the stage. You need to know the types of stages that exist for you and which ones you want to be on. You need to know how many stages that you're committed to being on in the next 12 months. And you need to know what is the value of your stage. Tom Finney, were you with me yesterday? Tom was. Tom's like, I know my 4 no's. Hey, listen, I want, for those of you that were here yesterday, when I Cliff Notes 1 minute on this, 1 minute on this, 1 minute on this, and 1 minute on this, I need people who were here yesterday to recommit to what they committed to yesterday, okay? Because I want the new people today to see that you are rocking and rolling and you're ready for the next step in this equation, which is finding stages. So who controls the stage? It's a meeting planner. Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, myself, Stormy Wellington. Like, we all have our own stages and we are the meeting planner. We decide the speakers that get on our stages and that don't get on our stages. And the number one thing that we look for in bringing speakers is not necessarily them being famous. It's, can you solve a problem for my audience, for Grant's audience, for Elena's audience? Can you solve a problem for us? That's the first thing that you got to be clear on, is knowing the meeting planner wants to know that you can solve a problem for them. Who controls the stage? The meeting planner. And what's the first no? You got to know the problem you solve for them. Secret, your signature talk is the problem that you will solve for their community. And tomorrow you're going to get a little bit of a bonus training on signature talk tomorrow. So the first no is knowing the problem you solve for the person who controls the stage. The second no from yesterday, you have got to know what physical and what digital stages exist and which ones you want to be on. Put this up on their screen, guys. From my crew yesterday, which ones did you make a decision you're going to be on? The second no is which stages physically exist for you and which ones are you going to be on? What did you guys commit to yesterday? Which ones of these did you commit saying, I'm going after those? I'm asking you to type it. I'm asking you to type it. And not just your physical stages. Yeah, take a screenshot of that, but also your digital stages. You need to know which stages exist. The second no is knowing which stages exist and which ones you're going to be on. Here's the digital stages. You don't have to leave your home for a digital stage. You don't have to leave your home. I told you 5 minutes. I'm 3 minutes in. Third thing you need to know, back on me. How many stages are you committed to being on in the next 12 months? My number, I'm committed to 1 physical stage a month. And I'm committed to 1 digital stage a week. So that means I'm going to be on 12 physical stages and 52 digital stages. That's my number. What's your number? What's your number? Look at the people from yesterday. This is why showing up every day matters. This is a sequential order. Every day I will do 5 minutes of Cliff Notes. The Cliff Notes will serve you even if you've already heard it, because it's reinforcing what I feel is the most important pieces of the day before. Look at that. What's your numbers? Facebook, what's your numbers? YouTube, what's your numbers? Backstage, black card holders, what's your numbers? What's your numbers? That's the third no. And the fourth no from yesterday is, what is the value of your stage? We like to call that SVI, stage value indicator. I know the value of my stage when I get on an OPS is north of $250,000. Every one I get on. For you, you're not going to have the data if you haven't already been on stages. So this one slide will be the illustration of what it would look like. If you could be on one stage of 75 people and you landed 8 new customers, I want to ask a question to everybody from yesterday. What would 8 new customers be worth to you? What would 8 new customers? Andrew already said my SVI is 19,200. Kirsten, you already said 16,000. Craig, 16,000. Amber, 275,000. Miss Lipinski, I don't want to say your name wrong. Big number. Jordan, 10K. Wanda, 8K per month. That means she's making $1,000 a client a month. Elena, 80,000. Judy, I'm hoping that's 4,000 because if it's $4, that means you're selling suckers. I'm hoping that's 4. A few of you laughed at that. 270 euros. 4K. 150,000. What is 8 new customers worth to you? Guys, know your value of the stage. Know the value of your stage. So now, that's the recap of the know. Know who controls the stage, and how to win them over is by solving a problem. Which types of stages are you committed to? How many stages do you want to be on? And what is the value of your stage? I'm going to ask you for the next few days, what's the value of your stage and how many stages are you committed to being on? Left and right. Know that. I want to see how many of you can do this really quickly. 5 seconds. I'm about to ask a question. What's your SVI? 5 seconds. Type it in the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of you still going. 6. Shouldn't take me 10 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10. Kathleen Miller, did you type yours? I see that. I see your hand on your cheek, but I want you typing it. Like, this is participation. Most people want to give you information. I want you to participate, because if we're going to win a stage, you cannot do that as a student. You have to be active. And that's what we're going to do. So that's your SVI. I hope and trust that you guys are going to really track these 4 no's. All right, let's move on. We are moving to this, and we will be done by the top of the hour. You can count on that. So does everybody feel good about no? If you weren't here yesterday, you're like, I got a high level overview. I got the Cliff Notes version. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody feel good? So you know stages, now we got to find them. I might actually do some live testing for you here on the internet right in front of you. I'll definitely do a whole lot more backstage for my backstage folks and my black card folks. You're going to get something really special today. Really special today backstage because of making that commitment and investment in yourselves. For all of you that said, man, I am a part of, I want to be at the 10X Stages workshop. I'm coming this year. I'm going to be there in October or November. Congratulations. I'm excited about that. And I want to keep moving today. I want to get into the find today. And so I'm about to give you a definition. I'm about to give you a definition that is maybe the most important definition that I give you all week long. And it's the definition that defines dream stage. Anybody want to take a guess at what a dream stage definition is? I'm going to turn my phone off because I don't want to be distracted at all. Actually, I want to be able to see my folks online too. So I do want to be, I see you, Facebook. I see you, Facebook. Drop those comments in. I hope it. Dorina Lanza says my SVI is 240,000. Odie Smith says 24,000. Drop those comments in. Drop those comments in. So a dream stage. A lot of people think it's about the size of the stage. Who saw the video from that I played yesterday of Tim Tebow? Who saw that video? How big was that stage that he spoke on? How big? In the chat on Facebook and YouTube and backstage. How big? About 50 to 75 people. 50 to 75 people. You guys see that? So if you weren't here, and let me ask you a question. How much was created for his movement, for his nonprofit organization from that one stage? Some of you are getting it right. Some of you are getting it wrong. $1.7 million. If you saw the video, kind of like let everybody know that you actually saw it. You saw him one stage. That was the amount. A dream stage is not about the size of the stage. It's when the majority of the people in the audience are your ideal customers. So for those of you that your only product is more keynotes, cool. The majority of the people in the audience could hire you to do more keynotes. If you're a service-based company, the majority of them are the people that would buy your services. If you're a coaching company, they're the majority of the people that would buy your coaching or your consulting or your products. It's when the majority of the people in the audience are your ideal customers. My friend Todd Herman told me something when he saw this definition. He said, Pete, I would rather have 75 ideal customers in a small room than millions of unqualified views online. Do you guys hear that? I would rather have 75 ideal customers in one room than millions of unqualified views online. I thought, wow, that's pretty profound. I think Tim Tebow feels the same way, doesn't he? I want to tell you what, I saw some of Tim Tebow's posts on his Instagram page get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views. And I could tell you 5 or 6 of those posts that probably you add all of the views up and he's got millions of views. But I want to tell you that small room of 75 people moved the needle for his fight against sex trafficking more than millions of views. Now, don't get me wrong, that the millions of views isn't a bad thing. I just need you to know when it comes to OPSs, it's not about the size of the stage. It's about the quality of the stage. The quality of the stage. There was a gentleman in here yesterday that said, I think he said like 8 customers would be worth like $10 million to his business. He doesn't need many big stages. He needs a few small stages and he'll be just fine. So I've got to ask you a question because this is going to lead to our day. If this is the definition of dream stage, before I pull back the curtain and show you how to find stages, and I'm going to give you a couple of homework assignments today, I need you to get clear on what are some of the niches or industries that are your ideal clients. That's my first major question to you today. I want you to write that down on your notes on the paper today. What are you, who are your ideal clients? I'm going to start naming some of mine off and you can name them. Christian entrepreneurs, Christian faith-based entrepreneurs gets a little bit deeper. Financial advisors, network marketers, coaches, consultants, people who host their own events. I could go on and on. Female entrepreneurs. Like you take entrepreneur, it's very general, but then you can get more specific. For some of you, it might be dentists, doctors, lawyers, home builders, accredited investors, pastors, parents, superintendents, teachers, principals. Like, who are those for you? Families with children with autism. Thank you for that, Mary. That's getting very specific. Colleges, youth groups, recently married, lawyers who feel they're about to implode, and parents who have lost children. So let's forget about lawyers who are about to implode, and let's just say lawyers, because many of them feel that way. Christian women, moms and women in business, values-based CEOs. Let's just say CEOs of scaling companies, single moms, entrepreneurial faith-based moms, Christian parents, pastors' wives. Ooh, that's a good one. Couples, healthcare professionals. That's a big one for me. Alternative healthcare professionals, families with pets, working women, faith-based parents, female CEOs, health and cannabis. That paper isn't going to do it for you, Joel. You becoming a talk speaker is going to do it for you. Dads, pet owners, Hispanic and Latino entrepreneurs. Come on. One of the fastest growing markets out there. Makeup artists. This is what I'm asking you right now. Facebook, I want to see you. This is the foundation to what we're about to do, guys. This is the foundation. Come on, keep talking to me. Hispanic and Latino entrepreneur. All right, there I am. I'm looking good. Come on, keep talking to me. I'm trying to see what you guys are saying because this is the foundation. All right, there I am. I just spoke to myself. How cool is that? What else do we have? Med spa owners. There's a good one. Salon owners, hairstylists, dermatologists, beauty product distributors, women entrepreneurs, possibly principals, realtors. That's a big one. Nobody's accredited investors. Local brick and mortar small business owners, property owners. There we go. So what you have just done is you're about to walk through every one of those stages that I showed you has stages with all of those type of audiences on there. So today, my goal for you is to show you how to research. Show you how to research. And I'm about to tell you what becomes the homework assignment. We have this sweet C-squared example. C-squared example. The first C is champions. I'm about to give you a little bit of homework assignment here in a minute. The second C is doing cold research. Cold research. There are 13 ways to do cold research. And team, I'm just saying this out loud today. The gift that I want to give to all of our black card holders is we're going to give them the document that shows them all 13 ways to do cold research. All 13 ways to do cold research. I can't teach you 13 front stage. I can teach you one that you're all going to do. But for being black card holders and making that investment in yourself, you're going to get gifts, different gifts all week long. Now, Facebook and YouTube, don't hate on me because you had the chance to be a black card holder for $47. When you have the chance to invest in yourself, and you know it's the right thing, do it all of the time. I didn't used to do it, and then I would attract customers who also wouldn't do it. Then I started to do it in my own life, and I began to attract customers that did it in their lives. The fact that only 5.75% of people who opted in for this, I'm telling you the numbers and I'm pulling back the curtain, said I want to upgrade to Black Card, blows my mind away. Like, it blows my mind away. The greatest investment you have is yourself. Oh, Pete, that's easier for you to say. No, it's not. My first year in business, my first $1,500 investment was so difficult. And then a $25,000 investment. And this past year, in me and my team, I've invested over $1 million in me and my team, closer to $1.5 million in growing me and my team, in personal development and personal growth. And so I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent here right now, but be the person who invests in yourselves. When it aligns for you, when you know, like, this aligns for me, be that person who does that. So I'm going to go over this and one of the 13 in front of you guys in the next 20 minutes. And then it will be short and sweet, but you have to do this today in order for us to win stages tomorrow. Because I'm going to help you go find them today. You guys watch this. Yeah, Maria's getting it. I have to help you go find them today so tomorrow we can win them. That's why I needed you to know them yesterday, find them today, and win them tomorrow. Naja's getting that too. I could have taught you all three of these things in one day, but then we wouldn't have done the work. We did work yesterday and we're about to do work today. So let's get rolling with champions. Champions. Bring this up on their screen. A champion is someone who knows the impact you're creating in this world around you and truly believes in what you have to say. Think customers, donors, subscribers, raving fans, mastermind groups, past stages, social networks, board members, associations you're a part of, professional clubs that you're a part of, online groups or forums, bloggers or podcasters, authors, experts, friends. I want to tell you something. Come back to me, guys. The fastest way to get on a stage is for you to ask a champion for a referral. To ask a champion for a referral. That's the fastest way for you to get on a stage. If a champion connects you to a podcast or to a local stage or to a boot camp or to a breakout, you want to take a guess at what the percentage is that those close? Anybody want to guess what the percentage is that those close for you to be on? Not 100, but somebody nailed it. It's 80%. It's 80%. 80% of the time, if a champion introduces you, you get on that stage. Watch this. And I want you to watch the script, and I'm going to send this to one of my friends, okay? Hey, John, I just want to be real with you. I'm actually in a live training right now as I'm doing this. And I'm so glad that you were at the mastermind a couple of weeks ago virtually. We're actually going to have one that's coming up that's going to be in person in California. And I want you to be there. Like, I want you to be there. It's September 27th. So just kind of make that known. But bro, I just want to tell you, we have now been able to serve thousands of financial advisors, and you were one of the first people to believe in us. And I want you to know that I am so thankful for your belief in us. Thank you so much. And what Pat and I are feeling this year, now that the world is opening up and events are opening up, we know we're supposed to be on more financial advisor stages. Yeah, we love the main keynote, but we're open to breakouts or podcasts or online events, anything online or offline. We know that we can help more financial advisors convert at a greater level. And so I'd love to talk about obviously your stage, but I know you probably know 5 to 10 stages that Pat and I should be on. So can we get on a phone call, or maybe you can just text me back some financial advisor stages that you think we need to be on. So dude, thank you for being a champion of mine. And I just am so grateful for you, man. Let's catch up soon. 1 minute and 29 seconds. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Nikki. I'm going to tell you what I did. I did a few things. First thing I did is I gave something, which I don't always do, but I gave a gift about telling something. There was a give. The second thing that I did is I thanked him for being a champion. The third thing that I did is I said, I told him that I want to be on more financial advisor stages. I helped him understand what types. Why do I need you to know stages? So that you can actually go search for them or ask your champions for them yesterday. Are you guys seeing connect the dots? I said podcast, online stages, breakouts, main stage. You see why yesterday serves today? I'm looking at you. Joel is like, dude, this is just freaking money. This is money, put money. Money. I did this last week and somebody sent me 10. So I asked them for the exact types. I asked them, I said, I want to be on more financial advisor stages, and stages are opening up. And here's the types. And then I thanked him again for being a champion. For being a champion. That's it. That's it. He will text me back because he believes in me. And most likely he will give me 3. And I was specific. Actually, sorry. There was a CTA and then there was a thanks for being a champion. And the CTA was what? 5 to 10 stages. Because if I want to get 3 to 5, I got to ask for more than 5. I used to ask for 5 and I would get 1 or 2. I started asking for 5 to 10 and I got 3 to 5. You start asking for 20, you sound greedy. Now, what will happen is John will send me some champion stages back. And then it's really simple. Ask him to make an introduction to those stages. Ask him to make an introduction, or her, in this case it's John, to those stages. And then what do you do once you get on that stage? Or once you get on that phone? You help them see the problem you can solve for their audience. Ooh, man, you're going back to knowing who controls the stage and what's important to them. What's important to them is that you can solve a problem. Can anybody see why we, and Jorge, I think, can see it, but why we are the best in the world at stages? Like our students in the last 4 years have been on 500,000 stages. We understand this better than anybody in the world. It's so clear. Thank you, Andrew. I'm trying to make this clear over 3 days. So what is your most important homework assignment? If you want this to go from red, I should have put this in red, to black, or like I like to say, green, here's your homework assignment. Identify 5 champions and then reach out to them. With that script. Can you guys get a close-up of that? identify 5 champions, and then reach out to them with the script that I just gave you. Now, here's the beauty. You can email the script, you can email them, you can shoot a video of them, or you can get on a phone call. I just did the video because I can do 5 of these in 10 minutes. Wanda, I can do 5 of them in 10 minutes. Business does not have to be so hard. Whoa, 10 minutes? Man, I thought like if I have to build a funnel and go do this and that, it's like months and technology and teams. No, I just showed you something that you could do in 10 minutes that will give you an 80% chance to win stages that you get referred to. It's not hard. You just need a guide. And I get to be that guide. Guys, I'm almost done. Is this good? Like I told you, I'd be done at the top of the hour. Is this good? Good. All right, let's move on to Google. Let's move on. Remember, cold is the second way. So homework assignment, most important homework assignment right here. Now, let's move on to 1 out of 13 cold ways. 1 out of 13 cold ways. I'm not going to give you all 13. My black card holders are going to get 13. But I'm not going to give you all 13. I'm going to give you one. And it's this thing called Google. Anybody ever heard of Google? Nope. Few of you know. Here is the equation right here. Write this down. If you're going to use Google and backstage, I'm actually going to Google some stages for you today. For you today. We're actually going to practice this in our black card backstage. We're going to practice this. Here it is. Description plus type of stage. Anybody remember the types of stages? You've got to know the types of stages you're going after. 1 to 3 physical, 1 to 3 digital. Now all of this is like connected dots. Plus niche and industry, plus geography. Now, here's the beauty of this. If you aren't set on only being in a certain geography, do not worry. Bring this Google slide up on their screen. Do not worry about geography if you're not worried about staying in the same geography. Let me give this to you easily. Bring it back up on my screen. Description is simply the biggest, the best, the most attended, the most popular, the highest rated. Everybody understanding what description means? It's just putting a description to getting better, the better stages to be on. Podcasts, masterminds, summits, boot camps, Facebook groups, clubhouse rooms. You guys tracking? Type of stage? 4, financial advisors, network marketers, accredited investors, stay-at-home moms, pastors, pastors' wives, corporations, contractors, home builders, everything that you set up above. You guys tracking? Yeah, Joel's getting this, bro. Joel is all in today. He sees how I'm connecting all of the pieces. This is like a puzzle. And I'm giving you the entire puzzle. And then if you want to stay in a region, in Colorado Springs, in Denver, if you don't want to leave your home, obviously geography is not relevant for digital stages. Make that note. But it is relevant for physical stages. So if you never want to leave your home, then you just I could put Colorado, and I could just build a 7 or 8 figure business just in Colorado on OPSs. I want you to see one example of this in one niche, in one industry, and then I'm going to come back to you and give you your second homework assignment. This video will be so valuable for you. Watch this.
Opportunity that you have in your backyard with millions and millions of stages just in America alone. And so when we go look at National Dental Association here, we're going to find we've got one here, we got another here, we've probably got more than a few, but this is one I know well. And I just want you to see the power of it. So this NDA has 7,000 members. Let's go see what ADA has. So you've got ADA here. I want to go find out more about ADA. And so you go up here and you find out more and you're like, cool. The National Association's president is Joseph. Their president-elect is Jeffrey. And the executive director, the one who runs the organization day to day, is Kathleen. So these are actually practicing dentists right here that are president-elect. A lot of times presidents have a say-so in any association. The president has say-so on speakers and content that get provided to their membership base this year. The president-elect is next year, and the executive director always has some type of say-so. And so you look here and you're like, wow, that other association, dental association, had 70,000 members. This has 162,000 members in 50 states, including the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. That's huge. But then when you go look down here, and this is what gives me goosebumps for you, is that you see that there are 53 state. So yes, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, I'm wondering what else they're counting as a state, and 545 local dental societies just in this one association. So yes, you have a chance to be at their national events, both their physical events and their online events, because a lot of these associations host online events. Yes, you have a chance to be at their 53 state events and the physical stages they do and the digital stages they do. But here's where the power of local stages exists. You have an opportunity to be at 540 local dental societies. So let's go look at the state. And so I want you to visually be able to see this as well. And so as we go here on the state, what you're going to see is you're going to see that, let's go pick a state, okay? We can pick any state right here. You see that? Any state. And this, the view of what I'm about to show you will look the same for any of them. I'm going to pick Texas because I am from Texas. And so the first thing that you're going to notice right here is it gives you the association, their address, the state, the zip, the phone number, the website, their email, their current president, and their executive director. Talk about gold mining. There it is. So that's for Texas. And maybe there's several of you out there that want to be at state and national association events as well. And that does exist. But the power is in the local. Find your local dentistry. So as you drop down here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26 local societies just in Texas. And when you click on any of those, check this out, what it pulls up is that local society's contact information under the state. Do you see the power in that? This is just one of 540 local societies in only one national association. So you can begin to see the opportunities that you have in your local backyard.
Yeah. Pat, you like that? Pat's got 2 thumbs up on that. I see my boy Hatsu here. Good to see you, Hatsu. But hey, listen, do you guys see, if I wanted to make my living with dentists, do you see that I could make my living just with dentists right there? Do you see that? I wouldn't have to be on any, I could spend the next 2 decades just being on dental stages. I don't have enough time. So to be on all of those. And by the way, that was one website. That was one search. So I'm going to ask you to use this equation And I'm going to ask you to go find 5 stages via Google. 5 stages via Google. Now, Pete, I don't know how to reach out to them yet. I don't need you to reach out to them yet. When do you think I'm going to have you reach out to them? Anybody want to take a guess in the chat? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. I want you to reach out to the 5 champions today. I don't want you just to identify them. I want you to reach out to them because I gave you the script. But tomorrow, if you will come prepared with 5 cold stages, and I showed you in that script, you see their name, the person's name who controls the stage, their email, their phone number. Did you see all of that? Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the same tool that won me the GrowthCon stage that's going to begin to win you stages. And here's what I would tell you. Try to find some digital stages, find some Facebook groups or some podcasts. All I have to, if you want a dental podcast, the best podcasts for dentists, the biggest Facebook groups for dentists, the best online summits for dentists. And now I'm winning digital stages. You can win digital stages quicker than you can win physical stages. So I would tell you, you want to be an overachiever, go find 5 digital and 5 physical stages. But if you're only going to find 5, make them digital stages because I want to help you win a stage tomorrow. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Come on, let's go. I told you the top of the hour, we're not even there yet. And so I'm going to remind you, for those of you that weren't here yesterday, I'm going to remind you before we go backstage with our black card, I want you to know what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm about to show you one image. Give me the Cliff Notes version here. We have had thousands of people attend our 10X Stages workshop. And I want to make sure that we help you expedite everything that we're going through in these 3 days. You're getting a few hours of my time. Imagine spending 2 days with me. You think 2 days would be powerful and profound? I want you there. What do we do? I'm going to talk about this in 3 minutes. Day 1, we get you stage ready and we craft your talk that solves a problem for every audience that you're in front of. And on stage 2, on day 2, we build out your campaign, your 1-2 punch to winning stages. We have 25 different tools, and we pick the tools that make the most impact on you. And by the way, day 1, we get you stage ready, done. Day 2, with your talk. Day 2, we get your campaign done so that you are knocking it out of the park. We turn your to-do list into a done list. And so I want to encourage you guys today. You can join this in person or you can join this virtually. We have a date, October 17th and 18th in Scottsdale and November 29th and 30th in Miami. If you can be there in person, be there in person. If not, be there virtually. 4 crazy bonuses I want to give to you. 4. Number 1 bonus. We are re-recording. Remember I told you the first stage I was on, I sold a $2,000 course to 1,000 people. You remember I said that, Grant stage? That course has not been re-recorded. It's being re-recorded on September 8th. So not only do you get to join us for the live recording of this course on September 8th, you then get the course, the workbook, and everything that comes with the course that you or anybody on your team can go through after we finish the post-editing. Does this matter? You get to see how to shoot a course in 4 hours. I will shoot a course that for a lot of money in 4 hours, and you get to be behind the scenes of it, and then get the product. That's bonus number one, 3,000. Bonus number two, we need somebody to work with you one-on-one to go find 10 dream stages for you. 10. So you get a one-on-one session with our team to go find 10 dream stages for you, $1,000. It's 3, how Grant Cardone used stages to build his empire. This training, I am the only one who has access to this training in the world. Our $10,000 customers got access to this 2 years ago. You get access to that. And then the fourth bonus. And I just got off the phone with Grant on this. The fourth and last bonus. You get a guaranteed audition to a television show that we are producing this fall called The Great American Speak Off in several cities across the US. And we will do one virtual audition as well. And 15 people out of those auditions will advance to be able to have a chance to be on the GrowthCon stage. You get a guaranteed VIP treatment audition. Guys, that's everything you get. The workshop, which the first 2 years we had it, sold for $10,800. The course and the live recording of the course, the one-on-one strategy call to have you find your 10 dream stages with one of our experts. You get behind the scenes on how Grant used stages to build his empire, and a guaranteed audition at the Great American Speak Off. It's $16,000 of value. We lowered the price 2 years ago, $59.97, 3 payments of $21.97. Some of you from yesterday are kicking yourselves in the butt because you know what happened yesterday, Joel. You know what we did yesterday. Well, I'm going to tell you what, we did not hit the 100 mark. And so get off the flipping fence. Pete, you haven't really sold that for $59.97. I'm going to tell you one of the greatest lessons that Grant taught me, and I want you to write this down. Grant said, don't tell people, show people. Because when you show people, they're more likely to want to do business with you. So I just showed you today, but I also how to win stages. But guys, zoom out of this for a minute. Look, these are all the people right here. And bring this up on their screen. These are all the people in the last few months that have paid $6,000 for this workshop. Just the workshop. Just the workshop. Not the 4 bonuses that we've included. Just the workshop. I'm not going to keep the scrolling going because you can see it yourself. So this is what we're doing to me, guys. This is what we're doing for the first 100. The first 100 of you, 1 payment of $29.97 or 3 pay of $10.99. And this is only for the first 100. We didn't hit it yesterday. I was hoping we would, but I knew it'd take a lot to hit it. But it will hit. And then we will go back to the normal pricing. And how many of you believe that everything I just said is worth $5,900? How many of you believe that? Yeah. So if you're not one of the first 100, take advantage of it at that. But step into this and take advantage of it at a price that is absolutely crazy. Guys, earlier on, and I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to answer it in 7 seconds. What is your SVI? What's your SVI? What's your SVI? Don't be shy about it. What's your SVI? Can I tell you something? I haven't seen an SVI that's lower than this. Get out of your mind and step into your greatness. Because if you don't think you can win 1 stage from what we're doing over these 3 days to pay for that, then you don't need to be in business. And I don't mean that as disrespect. I mean that with love. I mean that with love. So 100 spots. If you go to 10xstagesworkshop.com, take advantage of that. 10xstagesworkshop.com. And then I taught you guys this yesterday. This is a day 2. Don't worry. If you got this yesterday, you're getting this as well. If you already took advantage yesterday, you're getting this as well. Here is the fast acting bonus for those that take advantage today. And obviously those that did yesterday. Done for you research with thousands of stages already researched in every niche and every industry. Done for you research, as well as the workbook of where to track all of your research, and a master class that I do for a $10,000 workshop of ours. You're getting a master class of how to do research, the workbook, and the done for you research today if you take advantage of this today. This fast acting bonus solves a problem. It solves a problem for people who feel a little intimidated to research on their own. And it also is something that we want to make sure that you take advantage of. It's a $2,000 value. And for those of you that are taking advantage today, and we can see those that did yesterday, this is the bonus you're getting. Last thing I want to say, guys, is proximity. Proximity is key. And what I want you to know is that the October and November workshops very likely could be the last workshops where I am guaranteed to be at those workshops. Am I going to be at some next year? Probably. But everything you do in your business, make a note of this. Don't be the one that has to be at everything. Make sure you build a team that can be at things. And every other workshop in my business right now, I am not a part of. I have team members that lead it. Why do you say that, Pete? I say that because in October and November, I'm slated to be at both of those, and they will probably be the last 2 that I'm guaranteed to be at. Why does that matter? Because the proximity of getting to spend 2 days with me leading you in this. What's that worth to you? Well, I can tell you when I told my team this year, hey, I've got a few free dates in the summer. I want 3 VIP days this summer because I had some big goals, some big charitable goals, some big giving goals, and I wanted to do something very special for my wife. So I took it upon myself to go do 3 VIP days. Does anybody remember, Nina, do you remember what I said I charge for my VIP days when somebody spends 1 day with me? Does anybody remember that from yesterday? Were you paying attention? Thank you, Christina. Facebook, YouTube, what you're seeing in the chat is $100,000. Don't tell them, show them. Guys, will you pop that up on their screen? When I told my team on June 5th, I want to do 3 VIP days. Do you see how quickly those 3 VIP days filled? I only do about 7 to 10. That's all I do a year because these take a lot of brain capacity because you have to over deliver for your clients. And I did 3 of them. And you can see the dates of when they were processed. Back on me, guys. I tell you that because in October and November, you get 2 days. Now it's in a group and I get that. But there's a lot of proximity to me, and you will not see this workshop at a lower price. Never in the history has it been at this price. So step into it, 10xstagesworkshop.com, 10xstagesworkshop.com. You're also getting this fast acting bonus, and you are getting a price that we've never, ever done before. So I want to make sure that you do your homework assignments. You identify your 5 champions. You find at least 5 digital stages, because tomorrow is all about winning. Tomorrow is all about winning. And so before we go backstage to our black card holders right now, really quickly, hey, Dr. Greg is part of AMI. He's a medical doctor. He does a lot to help restore people's health and their physicality. Dr. Greg, would you talk really briefly about the power and your experience with 10X Stages workshop and what it's done for you? So if you can do that in about a minute, man, I would appreciate that, because I want to go backstage with our black card holders. Good to see that you're in your seat today. So thanks for being with us, bro. Unmute, guys.
Oh, I'll be happy to share anything, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so bro, you stepped into this workshop. I think you paid a little bit more than this, and just tell them about the results that you've been able to see because of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, not too long ago, I wanted to be able to help more people. I wanted to be able to share my message. I wanted to be able to expand. I didn't know how to do any of those things, really. I was looking for resources of that. I paid upwards a little more than 10 grand for all this stuff. So it's a heck of a price. And yeah, man, so it helped me cultivate my message, but it also helped me understand the business side of speaking, how to build a product suite, and how to reach out to just amazing stages and get in front of the right people by being very clear. And so what that's done for me over the last couple of years is not only has it helped my medical clinic growth, it's expanded tremendously. We're 8 times bigger than we were 2 years ago. But it's also helped me on the other side develop my own personal brand, and I was able to clarify my message in that side as well. It's been able to get me on stages with people like Marshall Falk, who's a Hall of Fame running back from the 1999 Rams. I've been working with Tim Story, who a lot of people want to work with, and he was able to recognize me because I used my signature talk. And while I was talking to him in a 2-minute conversation, and it caught him and got him to engage with me. Next year, I'm speaking on stage with Ed Milet and John Maxwell, which is huge. And also it helped me clarify my message, and I have a book coming out next month. So all these things came from the understanding of how the stages business really works, but also being able to cultivate my message to interact with people and get them to continue on with me. And so, man, it's so powerful. I can't even explain it.
How many stages has the 10X Stages system helped you be on, Greg? How many, even in the last few months, how many stages has it helped you be on?
Yeah, between all of them, the digital, the in-person, everything,
physical.
Physical, it's 48.
Guys, did y'all hear that? 48. 48. Facebook, I hope you heard that. YouTube, 48. Hey, Greg, what would you say to the person that's just sitting on the fence? Like, should I do this? Should I not? They're seriously committed to their message. What would you say to that person?
Well, that was me 3 years ago. And so I'd say it can be life-changing if you step up to the plate and take action. But you have to take action. And I took action. I didn't have the money at the time. I didn't really have any expertise, but I needed to do something, because I needed to expand and grow and learn how this works. And you guys are the best at doing it. I've looked at a lot of companies and I took action with you guys, and I'm happy about it.
Hey, dude, talk about your just real last thing, your revenues in your primary company. This blows my mind away 3 years ago and where they're at today. Guys, I want you to hear this. Your revenues 3 years ago and where they're at today.
Yeah. In my integrated medical clinic, we were doing about $370,000 a year. And this year we're going to be just over 2 million.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's huge, guys. That's huge. And there's a lot of pieces to that, but Greg putting himself out there, being more powerful with this talk and getting on stages has been a big part. Bro, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being here today. I wanted everybody to get to know you. Sending you a lot of love, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it. I got one more thing to add, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Yeah. So what people have to understand is the value that is not just the financial value, it's the value of time. It's really taught me how to compress time and pull time forward, because you don't know how long you've got. And if you don't take action now, you will regret it. I've done that in the past with different things, and I regretted it. And I said I'd never do that again. And so it got me to the point where I was able to take action. So all I'm saying is the value of time, that is the most valuable resource you have. And you have to take action with the time that you have. And if you continue to do that, it becomes a habit, and you can have results like you never dreamed. So thanks for having me, Pete.
I love it, buddy. Thank you, guys. Give some love to Dr. G and congratulate him in the chat. Congratulate him. Hey, one more person that I want to bring up. We were supposed to have Dr. G yesterday, but I want to welcome to the stage, and actually was the first winner of the GrowthCon stage. He won the first challenge of the GrowthCon stage, and was on it, and dude is known and gotten attention because of it. Hey guys, will y'all give some love to Mr. Russ Yeager? Give some love to Mr. Russ Yeager. Yeah.
What's up, Pete? What's up, everybody?
You're probably seeing these prices and saying, yeah, I was part of that first class that invested. I think you were 10,000. You were part of the first class of 10,000 with 10X Stages workshop, weren't you?
10 grand. I can't believe they're getting the workshop for that. And, but I'm not mad because you're going to get mad at me the first year because of 10X Stages. I made added six figures to my business. I quit tracking it, but it's multiple six figures at this point. And it continues. This once you guys learn this skill, it's not something that's just going to help you for a year or 2 years. It's something you've got for the rest of your life. So it's going to continue to compound and add six figures a year. And I know seven figures and beyond, just because of the skills that I've learned.
Hey, Russ, so talk really quickly, like real brief, like you got a big mission that you're after, and help them understand what stages and the signature talk have meant to that. So what's the big mission you're on? Because everybody here's got a big mission. Kind of be really efficient with that, but then talk about the impact that stages have allowed you to, what it's been able to do for you.
Yeah, my mission is to help 10 million people get the health and energy they need to live a life they love. And I realized with stages, one of the things that hit me right away is everything is a stage. When you're talking one-on-one, that's a stage, and you need to know how to tell your signature talk in 1 minute to get people's attention. And that's what Pete and his team have taught me to do. But if I'm going to reach 10 million people, I realize I need to get on bigger stages. So I've been on the 10X GrowthCon stage. What I learned from 10X Stages helped me win the first pitch off, $10,000 from Grant Cardone. So I've spoke with Jesse Itzler, John Maxwell last year in Atlanta. So I've had some big stages, but I don't want you guys to miss too. Like, that's all cool and fun. But I know one of Pete's favorite stories, one of my favorite, I did a Zoom from right here for a company in LA. So I'm in Atlanta. So across the country, there were 13 people that came on, and that resulted now over $30,000 in revenue, sitting right here for 1 hour and being able to go upstairs and kiss my babies goodnight. So, I mean, I guess maybe I could reach my mission of 10 million without stages, because anything's possible, but I can't know how. I can't think how I could, but having the ability of stages and getting in front of a lot of people at one time, like, I have no doubt I'm going to need to raise that number higher, actually.
Yeah. And I don't know if you heard, but Grant and I are shooting a show called The Great American Speak Off. And in every city, we're going to identify 2 or 3 people that get to go to a final 15. And then the final 3 will actually speak. The last show will actually be the last few people speaking at GrowthCon. And so you were part of that first winning. You were the first winner to win the GrowthCon stage from a speak off. We didn't have it in a TV format. We had it just old school, note paper and pen. And it was the first group of our workshop attendees. You had to be in that workshop to do it, because we know those are going to be the best ones. But how much did winning that stage make an impact on you and your business, Russ?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I mean, it was a dream come true, and to be able to have the immediate business, was tens of thousands of dollars just from that one stage immediately. And then again, you guys, I don't want you guys to miss that. No matter you have 30 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes, or 1 minute, what Pete will teach you is how to tell your story in all of those time frames. I've spoken for 1 minute and made tens of thousands of dollars, literally. But you guys, you've got to understand, everything's a stage too. Yeah, it's great to get on the big stage. I hope you guys go for the 10X stage. I want to see you up there. But any person you're talking to, any group, a local group, is a stage, and you can make your own stage, but it takes all 3 parts. Number one, you got to get the stage. I was just at an event last week. I was not on the agenda, But guess what? I figured out who the meeting planner was, as Pete says, who controlled that stage. I talked to them. I got 5 minutes on the stage last weekend that I wasn't scheduled to speak on. And immediately people came up to me. It resulted in now over $20,000. It's going to be more than that from a stage I wasn't even scheduled for. So it's like Jesse Itzler says, make your own opportunity. Everything's a stage. But number two, if you get that opportunity, you got to know what to do with it. And this is your shot. And so what they're going to teach you is exactly how to draft your signature talk and to make people want to do business with you automatically. Like this is a stage right now. Like I'm not talking about my business, but I know at least one person is going to reach out to me. Oh, wow, that's the body transformation guy. I want to do business with you because you were on this 10X Stages thing today. So every stage is opportunity. You need to know what you're going to do and be prepared when you get that opportunity. And number three, you need to know how to monetize it, which is the third part. So Pete is going to help you get your perfect product suite. So when you get on the stage, you go up and blow people away and make them emotionally connected to you. Number three, you're going to have something to offer them so that you can actually monetize that stage.
Dude, I love that. Hey guys, will y'all give it up for Mr. Russ Yeager? Give it up for Russ. Give it up for Russ. Yeah. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Hey guys, two guys who have added 6 and 7 figures to their companies and to their movement and to their mission because they're sitting in the same seat 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and took action. And both of them came into that first class of $10,000. And so I just want you to know, like, you're getting to step into this incredible opportunity, the 10X Stages workshop, the 4 bonuses, as well as the fast acting Wednesday only bonus. This is for Wednesday only or anybody who's already taken action. And so just go to 10xstagesworkshop.com, 10xstagesworkshop.com. We're going to build upon. Do you guys get a lot of value today? Do you guys get a lot of value today around finding stages? Well, listen, I unashamedly will tell you about this workshop tomorrow again, but I will also make sure that tomorrow you know what it takes to win stages. And the only way you can win stages is if you'll go do your homework assignment today. Be in action. This will take you 15 to 20 minutes to do. 15 to 20 minutes to do. I've got 2 very special guests. I call one of them my secret weapon, and another one of them you guys know very, very well. But I've got 2 major guests tomorrow. We're going to first go focus on winning stages for the first half of our time tomorrow. And then I'm going to bring on 2 guests that are going to really add a lot of value. So make sure, I hope that you will join us, 10xstagesworkshop.com. We will see you all tomorrow. For all of my black card holders, my backstagers, stay right here. We're going to get in backstage right now and go deeper with you guys. Thank y'all.